Don't blink. Oof. Low storage. It's your boy Ink. Show. We're going to do the intro today. So let's do the intro. Let's go back into the what we used to do. Right. I really want to treat this as we used to. There's a specific reason for that. This is a weird video, but trust me, you just have to see for it to make sense. And even then, when you're gonna see it, possibly don't make sense, but that's all good. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. So sunrise. Today I feel like making a specific video. I need to do a specific video, so I'm gonna do that right now. But I'm also gonna be filming the sunrise behind me. This morning is not really an amazing sunrise, but it's still something noteworthy. And because it's noteworthy, let's praise what? I don't know, but it's nice outside. I'm still very tired, but early bird gets the worm, and those worms be delicious. Weird, huh? Now, I just noticed that I don't have storage here, so I'm just gonna take a small seconds to do so. So I hope you guys are doing well. It has been a freaking long ass time. As you can see, not even my hairs are not, how do you say it? In French we say coiffé. Not even like coiffé, which is my hairs aren't even done right. Okay, so I did find some crown. Found you. Okay. You were the current that carry me, bye bye bye. To the closer, a million over. Yeah, I'm just gonna be filming the sunrise if you don't mind, of course. Sunrise on the 11th of July. It's been a while, but today we're filming videos, so let's freaking do it. I know what you're saying. Oh, Ink, oh, Ink, oh, Ink. Pray show us the sunrise. Praise the sun, a little bit of a dark soul humor, right? Of course, we have our habits, hold habits die hard. So you might be wondering, dude, what the heck? A Ink Vendetta video. It's been so long. Yes, it has been a while. Can I say that I didn't miss you guys? Can I say I didn't miss you guys every single day? But today we're doing a special video, and I think before we get into the video, a shout out is needed, right? Mom and dad, of course. Now, honestly, tragic, my boy. In a few words, we had a couple conversations over the years, but always has been super positive. And yesterday, I got a text that's saying, "Hey, dude, maybe it's just me, but you haven't uploaded in a while, and I'm just wondering if everything is okay." And this is very thoughtful. I'm very thankful for that, because I think the guy is freaking a good dude. But it doesn't stop that we haven't talked that much. So if even a person that I haven't talked to a lot still worries about my well-being, the least I can do is take a video. And I was like, you know what? I'm up looking at the sun. No, I'm up enjoying the sunrise every single day, eating breakfast. So they're gonna be eating breakfast with mom lasagna. Yeah, my mom still makes me lasagna. She loves it. What can I say? I just want to come on here now. Ultimately speaking, this is absolutely good. You can skip. It's something I talked about a couple time already. However, I upload so much that it's easy to get lost in the fog. So this is my tomato plants, by the way. It's not producing, but trust me, when it's gonna be producing, I'll be sharing with everybody. I hope there's not a lot of people asking for tomatoes. This is not gonna produce that much. As you see, we're still in a good mood. We're still healthy. Healthy. We're still in a good mood. We're still alive, right? I haven't posted or video in over. I think it's Christmas. It was either Christmas, New Year. I don't know. Oh no, it was for Livy. Yeah, it was for coming clean for Livy, which was possibly January or February. I don't remember which date exactly. That was the video that I filmed and posted. I was still filming videos. Yeah, when I'm bored. As you can see, we're doing well. It's so weird. Okay, can I just put it out of the way? I feel the need to constantly say I'm doing well because to me it's so weird to film a video because I haven't done so in such a long time. So I'm rusted from the rain, gonna rusted from the rain. Come on, split me of my towers in your queen of pain. And if I'm the king of cowards, a little bit of talent, a little bit of Canadian pride over here. You're welcome. But yeah, long story short, it's very odd, but it's so liberating because yes, when I'm bored, I'll make videos. Because instead of I'm old man. I'm 33 years old. I'm old. I used to be able to do it the whole day. After a couple of times, I'm like, ugh, I need energy drinks, a protein bar, about 15 minutes of break. You know, it's nice. It's nice to be here. It's nice to be talking to you guys. And even then, I made the video. I said a couple of times what happened. I'm gonna do it again. I don't mind repeating myself. Plus, it's for a good person. And possibly a lot of people are wondering what happened. To me, it's kind of insane because, and again, this is not so necessarily negative, but it's just a thought. In no shape or form, I'm playing victim today. In no shape or form. Bon matin.
Bonjour.
Ça va bien?
Oui, ça va bien.
Good.
Merci.
It is, just let you know. What do you think? I want to show you something insane. Insane, dude. Insane. Right now, you're gonna see, you're just gonna figure out how to work. It's not because it's a newer tablet. Relationship with your neighbors at 5:30 a.m. Those are insane. Yeah, very lucky. Very lucky. It's tough because, you know, the goal, there's a specific reason why we're not making content, there's a specific reason why we're not on social media, right? We'll get into it today, don't worry. This video is going to be long, so it'll take a long ass time, and I'm sorry for the long video, but I've been filming a while and I missed you guys, so this is a get-together. This is the high school reunion that we didn't have because it was pandemic. My high school reunion, I didn't have it because of COVID. Yeah, in fact. Not sure I'm talking about this right now, but hey, why not? Why not coconuts living inside a hut? Calling for Pizza Hut. Wishing you weren't allergic to nuts. And I'll take a piece of coconut pie. Oh no, it didn't work. Fucked it up. My bad. So yeah, so it's been tough because when you look at it, like the last 4 years, my whole life was making content. And this is specifically why we're taking a break from making content. I mentioned a break, didn't mention stopping. Okay. Now, ultimately speaking, when we talk about a break, we talk about a specific date of leaving and coming back, right? Like a summer vacation, like a Labor Day weekend, or whatever you have. In this specific case, I can promise you, a return date. This is not Aragorn Return of the King. You see, still insane, but in a good way, in a creative, chaotic way, right? My apologies. We're drinking a lot more water lately, which is great, healthy. Just the last 4 years, my life was making content. So coming back on here this morning and making a video, like a full expose of what is wrong with ink today, is weird, right? And I still talk to some people, very rare. me not being active equates to me um, kind of understanding a lot of. So it's a whole story. It's a whole story. It's gonna be a long ass video. So sit down, grab a drink, enjoy food. Okay, it's gonna be a good video. I hope. And for tragic, who asked me the question, I am so sorry, because all they wanted was a text. Now you get the 8 hour and a half video. It's not gonna be an hour and a half. Don't worry. But there's, if it was like a movie, we'll make 3 movies, and the third one wouldn't be that great. Well, yeah, you wanted more, you got more, you didn't like it, that's not my problem. So yeah, so 4 years making content, and these are the best years of my life, right? So I think the most important part into why we're stopping making content, or we're taking a break making content, which is more accurate, is understanding why we got into it. I come from a very overbearing household. I have amazing parents, both father and mother. Ladies first, mother and father. Oh no, ladies first, father. No, it's complex. A little bit of little bit of a gender joke. And yeah, and you gotta understand something, right? Very involved, very overbearing. Didn't have the most freedom. So when I came to the apartment, which I've been living in for 12 years, it was great. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. I had freedom. Those best years of my life was that, right? The best years of my life was being broke. I used to have a job. This is a true story. I was working anywhere from 25 to 30 hours per week. That would cover my rent, my hydro. Didn't have cable, didn't have Wi-Fi. I'm 23 years old, but cable was still a thing back then, okay? Get off my nuts. Can I start running with nuts again? No. Once is enough. Or let me know. So yeah, so it was amazing. I used to go to my father's house, use his Wi-Fi, download, legally speaking, of course, chapters of Bleach, Naruto, Death Note. I can go on for hours. I want to go cool. I can, okay, Brave Master, Fairy Tale, 66 Satan, Tokyo Ghoul, small flex. Oh, Naruto, yeah, small flex. Bleach, small flex. My Hero Academia that I didn't finish, Dragon Ball Z, which was great. We spent so much time, and I was playing emulators. The best years of my life was doing that. Why? Because I was free. Because I was listening to radio. I'm a boomer. I'm 33 years old. You're gonna hear me say this often in the video, because it's gonna be so important for the middle of the video and the last one. There's no plan to madness, but there's a method to madness, and this is the method, right? So, that was the rest of my life, right? Now, the ultimate man-stopping problem, the ultimate fall of civilization happened to me. Bankruptcy. I didn't go bankrupt, but I didn't have money. I started working, and I'm working for this agency, right? And again, what is this meaning in this video? There's no meaning. It's just a dude talking to you and having fun. And I think that's what you guys missed. Hopefully, otherwise, you don't have to watch it. Simple as that, right? It's so freeing not to be doing anything. It's not so freeing not to be doing a video every single day and expecting, oh my god, what if it works? What if it's the breakthrough? No, dude. This is for fun. This is answering a friend. This is for people wondering, where the fuck is Ink? Still on my balcony, enjoying my sunset. And I should get some lasagna, because I am starving. You're asking me how do I have as much energy as I have in the morning? There's no secrets. There's no secrets. You're just built different. You're just that guy. You're just that guy. I'm like that, bro. So yeah, so I had a job which was really cool. That led to a bigger job that was really cool. Worked there for 8 years. Shout out to my company, PCT. Now bankrupt, doesn't exist anymore. So no, I'm not working there anymore, but I love you. You were the best job I've ever had. This feels better when I'm 4 drinks in. I'm like, dude, this job, bro. This job, the best job I've ever had. No, but this job was also very well paying. This job was insurance. I would have finished my days there. I would have taken my retirement there. Early retirement, you know. But retirement, right? And there was one thing at that job that kind of was a problem. there was this person that was very unhappy. That was this person that was very happy. Yin, yang, good, evil, whatever you have. And this person kind of started bullying me. Again, I'm 24 years old. Um, not the most courageous person, not the most confident person, not the most elaborate person. Yeah, I like to talk about nothing. So yeah, and I'm looking for an escape route. And that's when we start making content. Why did I think about the best years of my life? Because those were meaningless. They were fun, they were great, they were meaningless. The second era of great years of my life is making content. And that was productive. That was something that needed to be done. It was something that I will do it in a heartbeat again tomorrow. We made some content non-stop from the age of 28 to 32, which in a lifetime is not a lot, but it's still enough to be called something. If it was Taylor Swift, it would be a tour. If it was, I think about an example. It's not coming to me right now, but hey, there's probably 1,000 examples that I didn't pronounce, but I'm still shouting you guys out. You guys are awesome. Why Taylor Swift? Well, I remember when we broke up the first time, saying this is it, I had enough. Cause like, we haven't seen each other in a month when you said you needed space. What? Then you come around and say, baby, I swear I'm gonna change, trust me. You know, I have to sing the whole song, but I couldn't. So again, if you guys want me to sing it, well, this is a 1 out of 1, so too late, but hey, enjoy what it is, live in the moment, rest, fuck it, you know? So, long story short, I make content, lose the job, and my first thought is what? This is also when I make content every single day, right? So, during those 4 years, again, I feel like it's important. I feel like it's really important to go in depth and to tell you what exactly happened, the positive and the negative. Positive, you have a guy, right, who is afraid to show his face, right? But then gain confidence and face reveal, have fun, make video, gain confidence, gain a voice that he didn't think he has, right? Negative, I didn't sleep. There's days I didn't sleep. Now, ultimately speaking, that's the kind of person I am. Right? I love going out and all in. 32,000 on black. Figure speech, but still. I would do it. I would do it. I would have a crying wife at home saying, how could you do this to our son's college fund? I'm like, look at the kid, he's not going to college, clearly. You know? I don't have kids, so this is not pointing at anybody. It's just a small joke. Chill, okay? Chill. But yeah, I love that. I love making those years were fantastic. I remember countless times being physically tired and be like, dude, I can't do it anymore. Then looking back and they say, you did so much, you were so proud. Those were the best years of my life. Honestly, making content was a dream. So why did we stop? Negative. Okay, well, the first one that we stopped, right? So the first positive, which was really good, was, and again, we're not going to talk about the numbers, but then it's part of the video. So you get emotion, you get numbers, and then at the end, you get the ending, right? The cradle of birth till the end of time. I really did dive in, and like I said, I had to nail her, this world, with a beast. And then we did, in 3 months, I went from 5,000 followers to 9,000. Now, for some people, that's not a lot, but for a kid that didn't believe in himself, that is pretty good. That's worth a couple pats on the back. Congrats, Ink. Good job. Merci, Ink. Yeah, I speak to myself in French. Speaking of yourself is crazy. Speaking of yourself in another language that they wanted you to understand, crazier. So we're still somewhat normal, you know? So yes, I started making content, and it was awesome. But then with the 9,000, some people came. Some people that were more the using kind. Some people that pretend to be friends but weren't really friends. So, you know, it came at a price. It came at a price, and please understand, I need to repeat myself because it's very important. I'm not a victim. Everything that happened to me leading to today's decision, or the decision we took, because I haven't made content in 8 months, you didn't notice. It led to that, right? So I start really going insane. because it's like, dude, who is using me, who is not using me. So what I started doing is like, I was dealing with problems, which is again, betrayal, Game of Thrones, right? Red Wedding type shit. And I was like, you know what? This is affecting you mentally, so you're gonna work harder, right? Then you get the first reason for why I left. I had no relationships. My parents wanted to see me. I was like, I'm busy, bro. I told my mom I'm busy, bro. She wasn't very happy. But no, seriously speaking, I went through psychosis. Yeah. I was going through working nonstop. I'm not on the same people that said, hey, you're working too much, you're obsessed. I'm like, dude, I'm working for a better future. How's a bad thing? It's a bad thing because nothing else matters. That's what you understand taking a step back, right? This is what we learned in the last 8 months, which thank God, because that was not cool. Then we had what? Well, I kind of took a step back emotionally. I was for the not longest time, but for 4 to 5 months, I would say September to at least March 2020, 2026, no, 2025, sorry. Good. I was disconnected. You guys understand something? You guys need to understand something. The most popular my apologies. The most popular I've ever been was when people used to comment and I used to answer with videos every single comments. Why? Because these people wanted to talk to me and I was like, dude, they can talk as long as I'm working, which is not cool. Again, you see the insanity, right? You see the insanity. Little known fact. And December, and this again, I'm not blaming anybody, right? Thank you. I had a girlfriend, and November, I think it was December actually, I'm not sure, but 2024, and she kind of fucked me up. She was very abrupt, very rude, wanted attention, made me feel bad about giving other people attention, not in a romantic fashion, just working. It was very, your mind isolating. And yeah, it was fucked up. So when I came back, so just a small recap. In October, I go insane. Not October 2025, October 2024. This is important, okay? I go insane. And I go insane, why? So this is the video that I should have done when I left. That I wasn't able to. I was not mentally, emotionally able to. I am now, which is a great thing. That this is coming back to tell you a bad story, which is not cool. But hey, if it is what it is, it is what it is. Like, at least it's honest, at least it's the truth. So, she kind of fucked me up. Then, it lasts for 2 weeks, which is enough to fuck up a person, by the way. The word I love you, and this is a lot of detail that's important. And the word I love you is pronounced on one day when a couple of drinks were poured, and the next day I don't exist. Fun fact, she's back with her ex. So I go into like a small depression, right? And then at that time, I'm still at 9,000. By that time, I take a step back because I'm not mentally well. So at the time, I get a specific person. I don't know the name. I don't know the person, but I asked a specific troll. That troll was insane. You guys, if you guys have been there for a while, you guys know what I'm talking about. That troll was insane, insane. He was involved in my life to a point where it was madness. So he would comment on every single one of my videos. Fun fact, he commented on a specific video. This is detailed, but this is to explain why again. Imagine being the loser that lived with his mom. And somebody, Rhea, shout out to Rhea, at the back. She's like, no, he lives alone. The guy said what? And this is a true story, and the Bible. It's not the Bible, but you get what I mean. He says, no, I heard him talk to his mom today. Fun fact, that specific day I was streaming on Twitch, and my mom called. So you're not only trolling me on TikTok, you're trolling me everywhere. But, guess what? This is the most important thing of the whole video. I made content because I was getting bullied at work. I was getting bullied online. I'm not gonna stop you. Why? Because the first time I got bullied, something great happened, right? was like, you know what doesn't kill you that makes you stronger? I'm gonna tolerate this guy. I'm gonna one guy. I tolerated trolls. And then what happened is the whole thing with my ex, right? We broke up. My career ex was fucked up. And then I stopped answering him, not to him. Proper English, please. And people started having my back and defending me. I didn't mind how much he insulted me. But he started insulting people that I was viewing. And I was like, you know what? I said, I'm done. Stop making videos, took a break, small break. Came back to realize that I lost most of my audience. Most of the people that were following me would still watch the video. The thing is, and again, I'm not a victim, but the thing is, I wasn't getting a lot of positive reinforcement of saying like, hey, your video is good. I was getting a lot of views, but I didn't know if it was normal views, people that like my content. Then after that, I heard a handful of people saying, hey dude, your content was really good. So I had the reassurance that I needed, but I had it after I needed it, right? So I got back last year, which is 2025, we're getting there, we're getting closer to the end, right? So last year, I get positive reinforcement, right? I'm back, I make content. But this time I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be in my rule. It's gonna be healthier, it's gonna be more normal. I'm gonna make videos. So what I do is I start incorporating my real life, right? So like incorporating going to parties, going to events, really going out of the house, because when I was in the house, and this is where the problem happened, right? When I was in the house, I was able to produce a shit of content. Understand that I live alone. I've been single for a while, and sometimes I get lonely. When I get lonely, what I used to do, videos. When I used to go out, didn't have videos. Now, a lot of people will say, hey, you have a lot of quantity for your content, but there's no quality. That's the thing. I can guarantee quantity, I can't guarantee quality, right? This is where, so I wasn't able to create quality content, and I was no longer giving quantity content, but I was moving on, right? There was a lot of fear. That I had a depression, I had a burnout, and psychosis. It really fucked me up. And 2025, 2026 was lived, or 2024, 2025 was lived in fear of another psychosis happening. Yeah, I was more fearful of my own health, that my own health was suffering. I was putting myself through a lot, right? So then, my parents, and this is where it really starts breaking down, and this is the important part, right? It is 2026. We are in, I want to say August or July. I'm making content, it's we're getting a little bit less views, but I'm still having a lot of talk with people that I care about. I'm still meeting with people that I care about. So this is, yes, we're not at our peak. We had a fall, right? We're not the content creator that I was, but there's still instances of that, right? August happened, and my mom was always involved in my content. My mom is very mama bear, which I love, and she's very supportive and but she's also very demanding. So it's like, hey, you did this in this video, I don't like this. You did this in your video that you don't like this. And I'm like, Mom, allow me to be myself. If watching who I am as a person hurts you, don't watch the video. My mom, a saint, even though it hurt her, she says, you know what? If you don't want me to watch the video, I won't watch the video. Then my father gets involved. And my father is a great person. He's very respectful, very loving. He's not very demonstrative, right? Never told me things like, I'm proud of you. And then he made a video, said, hey, what you're doing is kind of cool. But then my mom was more like me, more emotional. My father's more factual. Like, hey, you're making videos, but wasn't a zero views. Why are you doing this? Like, and he started analyzing the background and really going in and really trying to help, which in his way is very sweet, very kind. But you're going at it the wrong way. So advices were said, like, change your name. It's not nice. Oh, dude. I've had the same name for 4 years. Okay, your intro's not good. No, dude. People like my intro. Understand? So, let's say beginning of August, he tells me I'm proud of you. Middle of August, he starts telling me my content isn't great. He starts telling me like, hey, like you know that when you do movie reviews, it works. You just do that. I'm like, no, no. So then he started putting out my videos. Fun fact, give me advice. After 4 years, this is a true story again. I feel the need because when you listen to this, it doesn't make any sense. And no, it doesn't make sense after years. After almost a year. For the first time in 4 years, he gets attention to my content. It's a positive thing, so I'm super happy. So what I do, as an insane person, I go home, I make a 26 minute video that says, hey, I'm thankful for my parents, my dad just talked to me. He watches that video and it's like, don't talk about me in your video. I'm like, you piece of crap. I just said thank you. Instead of understanding that I'm grateful, you're taking it as a, oh, then don't get involved. Hello. So, yeah, this fucked me up. I tell my dad, don't watch the video. At that time, I meet with this girl. It's another girlfriend. It's not the first 2024. It's not the same one. And that girl is amazing. She's my type. She is gorgeous. She's funny. She's weird. She's awkward. I love awkward and weird girl. That's my thing. If you're weird and not awkward, my number is none of your business. That's what's up. I meet her. And fun fact, she's very flirtatious. Then I see the girl is life. The girl is life. This is a true story. I feel the need to say it because it's... I go into life, she has a boyfriend. No, that's okay. She didn't tell me. And then, so we start talking, and she knows she fucked him because the way she is, she's trying to say like, oh, this guy's so cool, this guy's so cool. No, fuck you, dude. You lie, right? Again, very pissed, but then you know the relationship was loveless. The girl had a daughter, and the daughter was calling the guy dad, right? So then, after 3 months of enduring that, they break up. It was the first thing that she does. Send me a couple of pictures, making me feel like, hey, this could work. A week later, guess what? She's back with a guy. So, first of all, my love life completely wrecked. Second of all, family life came in, which was very bad. The 2 cases were very bad. Not individually, but together they were very bad. And in that month, which is June, right? Sorry. True story. In March 2024, I lose my job because now I've worked in between. Don't worry. But I lose my job, my 8 years job, because they bankrupt. No, it's not true. The boss wanted to retire. So okay, well, I'm going to retire, but I'm also going to bankrupt. That way, I save a lot of money, right? There's some mentality behind it. I didn't get it. I don't think it makes sense, but hey, you do you, boo-boo. You do you, boo-boo. And, yeah. And, I get something called IE, which is, so, for example, if you work for a company for a couple of years, you get a fund that you pay in taxes every single week. And when you lose your job, if you lose your job, you get like 9 weeks. I think it was like 9 weeks of unemployment. This is March. If you do math, 9 weeks is what? It's 2 months and a half, right? Cool. Less than 2 months and a half, but let's just say. April, June, mars, avril, and May. April and May is taken care of. May 2024. Now, I'm good with money. I was born in a family that was very cheap. Very like, don't spend money. So very good at saving money. I, trust me not, make the money from my job and from the unemployment last until j'avais février, mars, avril, May, juin, till May 2025. But I believe in this so much. I believe in content so much. That I start borrowing money. Now I didn't borrow for loan shark. You don't see my feet, but I still have both. Don't worry. Well, I just say a couple of told, but that's another story. I'm not. I'm just joking. So I started borrowing money from people, and that became bad, you know. And I started making videos that are very depressed, but kind of saying like there's no purpose. I don't feel like there's a future in me. And it feels shitty. So fast forward, take another break, which is last break we take from October to December. And in my head, I'm like, I don't want to make content anymore. Because first of all, this is where we're going. We're gonna make 2 videos because you deserve 2 videos. Then I'll talk to you guys for a while, so, and the next one I'm gonna have food, so. So I take my second break. And this one is because of the girl, because I don't think it's working anymore. You gotta understand, if it had never worked, you don't even notice it. You use it. But it did work, and then it fell. You had the world in your hand and you lost it. Then I have the world in my hand, no, it's figure of speech and expression. Relax, chill. So I lose it. And I started going live, you know? And yeah. I started doing live content, but live content was weird because it's like either I'm having nobodies in my life, I talk about something because I make content still, or I wait until people show up and then I'm needy of attention because I just spent 1 hour doing nothing, right? So it was very tough. It was very, very tough. I'm gonna stop the video here. Sorry about that. Look at part 2, explaining why did we take the break. So this is the reason, this is the event leading to a break, right? Leading to a pause. I think it's a perfect place to stop, stretch your legs, take a piss, grab a beer. Please don't, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Not judging you, but hey, please don't. And I'll be right back with some rice. I want to make some lasagna, but I just remembered I have rice, and if I don't eat it, I'm gonna lose it. Do I want to waste food? No. So now, oh, dude. Oh no, you're joking. Oh, ink. Ah, dude, did upload. Fuck. Fuck, I forgot to upload. Shit. If I can take back the way, would you know the pain? 'Cause I remember everything. If I could help you forget, would you take my regret? Dude, we didn't upload for an hour. It's not a big deal, but still. Think you fucked it up? I feel the end in the way. I feel so far from home. Now where the fuck did I go? Okay, that's good. Cause I remember everything. Pretty sure I did you. Oh, guess what, dude? We're good. Pretty sure I did movies. Dude. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I did you. I did you. And I did. I don't know which one I did. Oh, yes. There you go. I did you. I remember everything. Everything I could would you check my regrets? I remember everything. You know that party? Where is he? promise, we are back. I hate this because I was going for 3 minutes. And the sun is rising behind me. The sun riz up behind me. Then it feels like I left for a while, but I didn't. So we're back. So this is part 2 of where was ink? Where is ink? Because if it was, If it was, huh? If it was, then present would be included. Present ink is included. It's not where it would be ink because the answer to that I don't know. Now I understand it's gonna be a bit too bright for you guys to see, but hey, a little bit of light never hurt anybody. A little bit of light never killed anybody. I hope. Maybe it's the first. Maybe it's the first. Right? So, thanks for the rice, Mom. Good rice. Look at the smoke out of it. This is gonna be delicious. You know what's missing? Absolutely nothing. It's the perfect morning. The perfect weather. Doing what I miss doing the most. Enjoying the morning. Enjoying your time. So limited on earth. Now we establish why. What led to this break? Let's talk about why the break. Because we talked about a whole lot about, oh well, I was feeling this, I was going through this, blah 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 blah. But we didn't actually get to anything. We didn't get to the root of the subject. The root of the subject being, oh, I forgot to do something. So I played the tower, my favorite game. By the way, before I took a break, I had applied. This is my favorite game, by the way. The tower is my favorite game. I had applied to be a content creator for the tower. So a content creator program, I was accepted. That's what I gave up. Am I still playing the game? Absolutely. That's what I gave up. I gave up a lot, guys. For what? For a stupid reason? I don't know. Time will tell. So now that we established why the break was important, why we take a break, then we established why the break. So I started noticing that I was flawed. Again, it's a crazy thing. But not really. Because you spent days, months focusing on work, not seeing anybody, not talking to anybody. Right? So you're in an echo room. You're in this echo room like, hey, this is gonna work harder. Work harder. Try this project. It became very unhealthy. Right? And I kept taking a break. And when I took this break, which is the longest break ever, it's one for the rice. What I started realizing is the problem with taking breaks was me. It always has been me. I thought the world was against me. I used to be popular, now not so much. I lost a lot, didn't gain a lot. It's like, nah, there's something going on. There's something, right? And everything is wrong is you're not consistent. I was taking months break, would come back, would go insane, work. Why? Then you just not that break. Even when I'm gonna come back, if I come back, it's not my last break. I'll be a father. I'll have kids. I want to see their birth. I want to see them show their first papa. I want to see them walk. So good. You know? I want to do that. Just realizing that people weren't working because I didn't put in the effort. Didn't do thumbnails. Didn't ask you guys to like, follow, subscribe. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. You never want to be that guy. Ask for stuff. Not gonna lie, since taking a break from making content, I have been watching content a lot. And the amount of people I'm saying, like, dude, constantly asking for stuff. to a point where it's disgusting. I mean, like, dude, what the heck is wrong with you? Can you be happy? I think I melted the freaking thing, dude. Sheesh. And it showed me. You see, I dived in head first. Didn't see the climate of making content. Didn't check how much people were successful from it. Didn't check how much begging was important. Didn't check the competitiveness of it. Didn't check other people's content. Didn't check the pay raise. Alright. No storage. I'll take a couple seconds. I remember everything. If I can pull back away, would you numb the pain? 'Cause I remember everything. I feel like going away. I'm still so far from home. Now what the heck is wrong? Please forgive me. I can't forgive you. No. I remember. You know what? I'm just gonna do something crazy. 7. Okay. 8. We're good. Because I need to make some space. Yeah, space is still a very big issue, but yeah, what isn't in nowadays day? Nowadays day is not a word, by the way. Storage is still a huge issue, but what isn't nowadays? Is that better? That's better. No, the 10 hours. 10 hours. And I could take back away. Would you know the pain? 'Cause I remember everything. This is 5 hours. There's nothing. What I do is I sometimes film live when I'm doing something, but it's not as important, but I want to listen to it. Mental health is important. Sometimes mental health is just about distraction. But not thinking about what's going on in your life, you know? Distraction is seeing shitty people. It's Jerry Springer, it's Maury Povich, you know? That's distraction. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer. You know? See, so, like I was saying, I'm gonna tell you another story about myself. Something I never thought about before. When I was younger, I was 16. Out of high school. I had a professional class in mind. My parents were like, dude, what are you gonna do? I don't know. And then it happened. I was Master Chef. I told my mom, I want to be a chef. I was like, okay, son, no problem. Took a year class of chef. Because I realized that I couldn't handle being on the line. The stress, the pressure, and the danger. The speed. The people being rude. Couldn't handle it. Then fuck it. Changed to bakery. Did it. In both cases. And I've never researched. I'm doing research. And again, I'm not about money. Money comes and goes. Right now, I'm not broke, but I'm on the edge, you know? Now this is not playing victim, just letting you know that even with cooking, even with, you guys think that content creator make a bunch, you know? It's not true. As a baker, as a cook, let's look at the professional aspect of it. Let's talk about the longevity of it. I'm 23 years old, guys. You know? Following your family is in my head. Not tomorrow, but Monday. Being happy. As silly as it sounds, it's always important. I need to check the environment of it. I love you, Mom. This is delicious, but my mom wants to lose weight and she doesn't put salt in things. So, everybody do that. We put salt. You know? Montreal steak spice. Delicious. Not a sponsor, but freaking good. And everyone looked at it. And I was like, even if I could make it, it's not eternal. It's not. You know? So, oh my, I'm so sorry. I forgot a clip part. I'm so sorry. So, this is done. See? So good. I realized that I threw myself in making content. I threw myself in cooking. No regard, no research. And I thought, just doing stuff because I wanted to do stuff. So, I kept taking breaks. And I was like, you know what? Why are you constantly taking breaks? There just was one time where I took a break, and then 2 weeks later, I'm like, don't feel like it. And I think that's what the really burned. I went from full soul focus making content to, you know, when I want to, you know, I didn't do anything today, no problem. No good. I was diving in, I was not even drowning, I was in the pool. And now they sell like my ladder. I can go in, I can come out, I can go in, I can come out. You know? So then, when I was weak, I realized that the last 4 years I've worked on ink. I didn't work on myself at all. Didn't put in a lick of effort to do better myself. And I was always like, you know what? I'm thankful for the ink that I experienced because it made me a better person. Without Stefan, my real name, there's no ink. Is it true that you can say that without ink there's no Stefan? No. So I want to improve 4 things. Mental health, which is super important. Physical health, it's not playing victim, but I gained a lot of weight. Again, that's my choice. But when you're popping in 20, 30, 40 videos per day, your health suffers from that. I was choosing quick meal instead of big meal. I was choosing snacking because I wanted energy right now, and that's when I eat. I wanted to change my emotional state. What I mean, being more kind to people, being more attentive to people's needs. Being a workaholic, I'm a workaholic, okay? Doesn't mean that you can forego every single relationship. It doesn't mean that you can forego every single friendship. It means that you can forego your family and friends, you know? Doesn't mean that. I was so weak last year at Easter. So my family is very everywhere. I got some uncle and aunt in Gaspésie. I got some uncle and aunt in Granby. I got some uncle and aunt in Saskatchewan. I got everywhere, right? And one of my aunts, it was Easter. She was like, because I was filming it for you because they were making food. I was like, yo, this is what we eat. This is our Easter feast. I just wanted to do it short. And then she started giving me shit. And my first thought was, you haven't seen me in 4 to 5 years. You don't know who I am. You don't care. You don't try to reach. You don't try to contact. What are you telling me to do? What are you to involve yourself in my life? The reality is I didn't make effort myself. The reality is I got mad. I ruined easy for everybody. And she wasn't the she was the person that started it. But she wasn't the bad person here. I was. You know? And I kept putting two people. See, I was losing people, really good friends, not because they were shitty, because I was shitty. It took me October 2025, meeting Carly. For her, I trust her a lot. To tell me, hey, if you're in your life that don't do something that you like, block him. The only people I should have blocked that I didn't block. I was dealing with shitty people on a daily basis, which made me to get out on the right people. So if I was ever going to come back to this, it was something else that I wouldn't to do. So mental health, I was depressed. Am I depressed right now? No, I'm doing good. Still an everyday battle because you want to keep doing good. See, the thing with depression is it heals. Then unless it completely heals, it'll come back. It'll come back, it'll come back, it'll come back. You know? Physical health. At the same time, listen, I'm overweight, I'm obese. It's not a big deal, right? Plenty of people live a happy life. Plenty of people live a happy life in obese. But time is ticking, guys. I'm 33 years old. And if I wanted to lose the weight, now it's still time to do it. I'm gonna be 40. 40 is gonna be hard to beat. And I know what you're saying, dude, you still have 7 years before you're 40. What are you talking about? No, losing the weight is not the hard part. Creating healthy habits is the hard part. Eating healthy food and convincing yourself that this tastes good, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. You just ate a bowl of rice. Look how big that was. I ate half of it, completely normal, with oil, with water, with rice. At the end, what I did, I added rice. And of course, this is not the unhealthiest thing ever. But I still need to have a little something. I just couldn't have it healthy. That's a problem. Still a problem. My relationships. I want to create friendships. I was chronically online. Okay? I was constantly inside. I was constantly online. I was constantly talking to people. The goal of having a relationship was codependent on being online. It was, if I'm getting a girl, she'll be online. You know? And you convince yourself of that because you're like, hey, even if something goes bad, you know, I'm not attached. I'm not emotionally hard. I gotta quit this. I'm not emotionally attached because I never saw you. You don't exist because I don't know that you're real. Almost a case of the guy who wants to be catfish. I love the idea of a relationship. I didn't want to be in a relationship. Is that normal? That's normal. Is it acceptable? Absolutely. What wasn't normal there was I was telling people that I wanted to be in a relationship. I was doing false hope. Because I knew that if I didn't say that, I couldn't get a girl. Is that normal? No, that wasn't. That was not cool. You know? And you start seeing that there's a lot of hurt. I hurt myself mentally, physically, emotionally, but I hurt other people. Financial state is also important. I never cared about where my paycheck came from. I never cared how much money I was making. I never cared how much something was because, like, you know what? YOLO, you only live once. I'm a douchebag. I'm sorry, but I never cared about that until it was a problem. Until I was too broke. A person called me asking for. She was a good friend too. She asked me for money to buy sushi. It was New Year's, you know? And I got pissed off. Not because she was asking. Not because it was a weird thing to ask. I got pissed off because I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it for myself, much less for somebody else. And I was like, how bad are you, dude? You can't spare $20? What's wrong with you? You know? Now that's a fear. And I know that if I'm making content, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna find a job. Like right now, we had jobs, but the job that we had is with an agency. So it kind of goes from one time, and there's a point where you don't give, you're tired. Like, dude, I'm an adult. When I was a teen, I didn't mind, but now I'm an adult. I need something more meaningful. And if you're working for an agency work, I'm not saying that it's bad. If you're working for an agency, I'm not saying go away from that. I'm just saying that at a certain point, you have to make sure that you're financially safe, stable, and that doesn't give it to you. And the last point, I have to make sure that if I'm back or if I come back, that this is a stable environment. Because all I said, the first 20 minutes of this video, I'm pointing everybody. I'm saying that this hurt me. This was the cause. This. Okay, this is why. This person hurt me, so this is why. But no. The reality is, in any single cases, I should have established boundaries. I should have let it know when something bothered me. You know? But I didn't. So I want to make sure that if I come back, it'll be safe. It'll be a good headspace. I'll be completely and unapologetically myself. And I cannot guarantee that for now. Is that a big fear? No. No. Something that bothers me? No. Phone is not too hot. Holy shit. Good for us. Is that something that bothers me? Yes. Because in a perfect world, see, this is the craziest thing. Okay? I'm going to finish on that. Because I got stuff to do today. I got my shift in an hour and a half. We're still good. I want to finish on that because that's important. Oh my god, this is hard to say. This is so hard to admit. When I was in, there never was a question of leaving forever. When I was taking breaks, the day I took a break, I said, okay, well, you can come back. You know something insane? I tell you a secret. Just wait. Yeah, the world is waking up. It's okay. It's okay. Wake up. You want a coffee? You want something? You want a donut? You want some Tim's? Canadian Pride, hello? They're fixing the cheap food here, that's why. I think it's a garbage truck, I'm not sure. And even then, I just spent an hour and a half. How are you guys? Is it doing good? Are you guys okay? Everybody's okay? What are we talking about? The state of the world? Can we talk about the politics, Jaden Smith? And no, that was mad. That was mean. He was a kid. Sure. Then there's no more sounds. When I was taking a break, I was taking notes. So when I come back, the amount of videos I can do. It's a good video. I started taking a break. When I was doing videos on a daily basis, there was never a question of leaving long term. I didn't take a break. It was always in and out. It was always one step in, one step out. Now that I can finally say that I'm one step out. I'm not sure I want to be a step in. I'm not sure. I am not sure. So this is where I've been. Taking care of myself, not Ink, Stefan. Making sure that he's okay. That he has what it takes to. Because what you guys don't understand is there's no stopping me. I spent the last 4 years working on Ink. I must be spending the next 20 years working on Ink. I'm willing to sacrifice everything, myself included. For what? I'm not sure. What I can tell you, because I want to finish on a positive note. I want to finish on 2 positive notes. I want to make a freaking. If I can do 3 notes, it's going to be a 3 chord, 3 chords, and you can make it sound good, right? Let's focus on 3 things. Positive. Positive, positive, positive. I can absolutely tell you that the years we made content were some of the best years, some of the most meaningful years, some of the years that I will miss the most. And I will look back at it fondly. Because you know what? I'm going to tell you that secret. The next achievement is what? Being a father. Nothing else compare. Fuck a job. Fuck a promotion. Fuck having my own company. This was creativity. We'll never get that anywhere else. Second, positivity. Even though I'm not making videos, sometimes I watch my own videos and I'm happy. There's no regrets leaving behind. Everything that happened for a reason. Everything that happened was meant to make you stronger. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. And I'm still alive, right? Third of all, I'm so glad I did what I did when I did it. There's no AI. There's no fear of what was the content. There was no freaking drama bait. It wasn't that, right? And last of all, never say never. Never say never. This is not me saying that never will come back. This is just me saying, see you soon. See you later. Never happens. On that note, even though I don't talk to you guys every single day, know that I think about this every single day, know that you guys matter every single day, know that no matter who, where, and how you are, you're deserving of love, you're deserving of a great future, you're deserving of friendship, love, in a romantic fashion, not love as being loved. You're an amazing human being. And that's my word. And I know that I love you guys, take it easy, and as always, be yourself. Everybody can be anybody, only you can be you. Sign enough. Should have done sign enough. Should have said sign enough. Shit. Okay. How are we doing upload wise? We're doing good? This is cold, bro. Please stay there. Please stay there. Okay. So. Fucking drop your phone, you dumbass. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to Commercial. Everything was having a wonderful day. It is bright and early today. It is a beautiful outside. Phone just clicked that it was too hot. It's all good, baby. It's all good. Come back home. No worries. No worries. Today, look at the fact that it's beautiful outside. Make a quick video. And it's not a quick video, it's a long video. We're gonna do my movie review. Movies review. We got 5 movies. We got 5 movies. We got 2 anime. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's have a little bit of a drink. Some good old Cusco. Cristo. Fresh off the fridge. So, let's start with the movies. I got a couple of them. Not as much as yesterday, of course. We got The Cadillac Man. We got 50-50. We got Made. No, what was the other movie? Wait, I wrote that down. There's too many phones. This is why we're dropping stuff. I didn't drop a phone today, but I was close to dropping a phone, so let's be careful a little bit, right? I'm so happy to be doing videos, bro. I miss it. Chill, bro. Sorry, guys. Just got into the brain rot, if you will. Water Mage, 50-50, Ball of Fire. We got what else? We got, Two Money, and we got Cadillac Man. So we're gonna start with Two Money because that was the worst movie, and I'm probably forgetting to do it. So let's get into it. So Two Money is a movie with Al Pacino. Two for the Money is a movie with I got 20 phones. Dude, you don't understand. We just made an hour 15, so now I'm feeling like, oh. But we're still here. We're still standing. We're still strong, and we're still improving. Right? So, Two for the Money is a movie with Al Pacino and Matthew McConaughey. It's a movie about gambling. I know. I was surprised too. It's a movie about gambling. So basically, it's a firm of people that tells you like, hey, you should bet on this, you should bet on this, you should bet on this. And it's just how far it goes. The movie itself isn't bad. It's not bad in any mean. There's a lot of bad actor, and it's tough. I'm uploading. It's tough because when I say bad actor, I am not talking about bad actor as in acting. I am talking about bad actor and the way the movie was made. So the movie itself, it's very hard to sell. It's very hard to find a positive hook on it because it's basically assholes. They're people that take people that have gambling issues and make them bet. I know what you're saying. Dude, there's no that this movie is real. Absolutely real. The movie is actually pretty good. Al Pacino plays the role of a mentor. He finds this Matthew McConaughey who used to be a player, and because he used to be a player, he's like some kind of insider information, which is kind of fucked up. They make a couple of good bets. He's a superstar. Matthew McConaughey happens to make a bet, and in the bet comes true, and they're like, holy shit, we got a golden goose. So Al Pacino character puts a lot of money on our character, which is Matthew McConaughey, and he said this is the next golden boy. The problem with this is that the character of Matthew McConaughey is presented as, and again, I'm saying this as a outsider information I don't have. I never bet, I never will bet, which is not true. I bet on some things. I used to bet in high school on dice, yeah? We had this guy who was a big gangster. He was rolling dice for 25 cents a pop. I realized that I had no money. On me, I had like $2. I lost it a couple minutes. True story. Lost it a couple minutes. Decided that no. I haven't played because I couldn't play anymore. What I did, I asked around for cash. I borrowed money to play this 25 cents game. So in one day, not only did I lose everything, but I started having debts. I was like, fuck that. So my problem in the movie is they present Matthew McConaughey as this character that's higher moral, right? Ends up being the good guy. He don't want people to lose money, but no, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He just do what he has to do, and that's a shame in the movie, right? The movie itself isn't bad per se. There's a lot of if you're a fan of Pacino, if you're a fan of McConaughey, it's a fan that you could like, but it's a movie that you could like, but no. The next one, Cadillac Man. Cadillac Man was a very special movie. It was with the guy from Shawshank. It was from Robin Williams. So in Cadillac Man, it's a dude, which is a car salesman, which is Robin Williams. He has a specific day where it's the biggest day of the year. They're doing a big sale. Everything has to go blah 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 blah. And the movie is very specific. It's very poorly made, but then at the end ends up being a great movie. When I'm talking about this, okay, let's go into the details, right? So the first half of the movie, you see that this guy is a cheat. He's cheating. He's lying. He's a bad husband. He's a bad father. Everything that you could reprimand, he is. And what is really cool is in the story, because this is an older movie, I think it was like 1990s, is the fact that he has a bad reputation, not because he's a cheater, not because he's a liar, not because he's a bad dude, but because he's a car salesman. So everybody's like, dude, you're a car salesman, I can't trust you, blah, 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 blah. And by doing that, you actually establish as a dude that is kind of like a good guy. Because he knows whatever he does, he'll be a bad dude. So the man as well be a bad guy, right? So we continue. Then there's this jealous boyfriend. And the jealous boyfriend is a lot better than the early movies. What he does is he comes in the shop and he says, okay, well, he has an AK-47. He's like, who is screwing my wife? Now, our main character, Robin Williams, says, I did, to protect the person that really did, which is the boss, right? So then the movie takes a point. The first half of the movie sucks. There's no purpose, there's no likable characters. It's just a dude being an asshole over and over and over again for no other reason than just because he can, right? Just because he can, right? And the movie itself is hard to like, even if it's Robin Williams, which I'm a huge fan of SMBs, but it's hard to like because you're like, I don't care about the characters, I just care about the actor, not the characters. So he goes in, and then the guy with the AK-47, which is the boyfriend, ends up taking hostage everybody. And Robin Williams ends up being this great character, this hero. He said, hey, I slept with your wife to protect the other guy. But even then, it's not to protect him. It's because it's his boss. It's like, okay, well, I want that job, you know? And then, what else? And then Robin Williams starts talking to the guy. He ends up being a very good negotiator, end up being calming, and end up really helping. So, and the craziest thing is, the movie gained a lot because it's a movie with a relationship between the guy who's taking hostage and the hostage. And they pair very well. The energy pairs well. You believe that they would be friends. But at the same time, and that movie is fantastic. This part is fantastic. It's really freaking good. But you take half of the movie to get there. By the time you get there, I'm already disconnected. I already don't care about the character. You gave me this character that is very hateable for half of the movie. And you tell me like, hey, you know what? At the end, he's a nice guy. No, dude. No. Even though Robin Williams' character saved the day, sorry, playing Tower, look this. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Even though Robin Williams saves everybody, it doesn't stop him from being an asshole. A cheat, you know? It doesn't stop him from anything. So then the next one. The Ball of Fires. The Ball of Fire used to be a movie that I really wanted to see. I was so excited to see it. So when I came to the apartment, I was broke, right? I didn't have cable, I didn't have Wi-Fi. So what I used to do is I used to watch or read manga and play emulators. But I also was buying DVDs. The DVD that I bought that I love is Trailer Park Boy, Big Greasy. My favorite movie, one of my favorite series. I love that movie so much. There's not even a beginning to tell you how much I like it. However, there's a big problem. I was so bored that I used to watch the ads on movies. Because I watched the ads on movies, one of the ads of that movie is Wildfire. So I had such a high expectation. Wildfire is not a great movie, but it's hard to make a great movie. So Wildfire presents itself as this guy who's playing ping pong, this ex-champion, and then the FBI notices a ring of a person that's very dangerous, but it operates a ping pong ring. So if somebody is to be infiltrating the system, it's gonna be that guy. You present this character as a end all be all of everything. He is the man, the myth, the mission. It's when he's able to save the day, he's able to save the day. But then he's a loser. And most of the movie, they present him as a loser. Even at the end, he does like one good match. The rest, there's something that happens that is not not professional, right? George Lopez does a good job. But again, with George Lopez, the biggest problem with the movie is that the main character, which is the people player, is sold as the loser. George Lopez character is sold as a forced a forced agent, or I don't remember if he's FBI or a police officer, but that is not respected. He has their hair in his lick. You understand? He's presenting me two characters, sort of like the they're sort of both loser, and then like, hey, this is your cast of hero. You're supposed to like them. However, there's a couple of funny moments. I think to make a movie about ping pong, it's very ballsy. I do like it. It's a good movie. Not so much, but I do appreciate the effort. And for that, I'm gonna get a couple of points. Next we have, and after that we have two anime. So this is gonna be crazy. We have another movie which is called 50-50. This one is with Seth Rogen and with Gordon Lewis. I don't remember his name.